Hi everybody, this is Liz from Chili's and Dyed Yarns. Welcome to this knitting slash dyeing podcast and maybe crochet. Well, I've never talked, I think, about crochet here, but I've said that I wanted to take it up again, so you'll see just a bit later on why am I talking about it. So today I'm at the studio. If you don't know, I'm based in Greece, Athens, and it is Saturday the 27th, if I'm correct, of March. And I just started to record, and then I heard that there's a craftsman upstairs and there's a bit of knocking. So hopefully it will not be that annoying. I will check it again and I'll see if it's very annoying. Sorry, I'll try to make this video again. So how are you? I felt like it's been such a long time that I haven't recorded, but on the other hand, it doesn't feel a long time that I have spoke to the camera, because last weekend was in the Untitled Across the Pond edition. If you don't know, Indian Tangle is a kind of bit of a festival event just before the weekend of Rhinebeck. It's usually on Fridays, and it gathers and it focuses on indie dyers, and that's why it's called Indie Untangled. And so Lisa, the organizer, decided to have different versions of Indie Untangled, like virtually. So this one was Indie Untangled Across the Pond, because she's in the US, but she focused on indie dyers in Europe. So it was really fun. I think it was one of the virtual events that actually felt really like an event. There was lots of things going on. We had special colorways, we had lots of fun, we had Zoom times with with you guys, and it was really amazing. It was really fun, seeing some of you, and it was fun, yeah. So I'm not sure if I showed you the special colors that I had for Indian Tangle, and what those two. Now the banging is a bit, louder. It's like, go on the other side. Come on. So the two special colorways that I had for the Indian Tangle was Escape Now, Hug Later. And I really like them, how they're compatible, and that's why I wanted, some names that they would go well together. And it's actually based on a phrase that Han Solo said on Star Wars, and it is Escape Now, Hug Later. So I think for a week we're not allowed, to share, and they're kind of a bit exclusive for the show. But I think until this airs up, until I edit it and then upload it, they will be available at the shop. So there are some left skeins that I did, and you can find them in either 100 grams or as a set, 50 grams set. So let me show you. I have one over here. So you can get both of them as a set, and it will be 250-gram skeins. So you can choose. I also had some mini sets, especially done for Indian Tangle. Those are colorways that I had. It's nothing new, but for me, minis, they're a bit messy to make, and that's why I don't make them often. But when I make them, I'll make large quantities. So actually, you have three possibilities. You can either get my Alohomora, which, if you follow me, you know this fade. Then there's the more romantic Amortensia. And then there's one that I find it really fun, and I actually want to make socks with it. And this is the Narnia Mini Set. and I really like it. I also talked about, you know, what you can do with minis. And for example, of course you can do socks, then you can do beanies, hats, then you can do mitts. Like, I think they're perfect to make accessorize. Then I had the idea to make my shawl, my Eartha shawl, which I don't have here. I had all my samples here, it was crazy. And so the Eartha shawl, it's a brioche shawl, or you can do that with any brioche shawl that takes, you know, one skein on one side and one skein on the other. And instead of using one skein, you know, like maybe those two colorways, just grab this one and this one, and you'll have one side fading and then one side, you know, just solid. This was actually a very great idea that a French knitter did with my shawl, the Eartha shawl, and she used Star Wars and this kit, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Like, really, like, come on now. Then I had another idea, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna ask a sample knitter to make it for me, because I'm very busy knitting other stuff and also designing some stuff that I can show you. But I really want that idea to happen, so I'm not sure. And because I just want it the way I want it, I'm not sure I can describe how I want it to be knitted exactly, so I don't know, but we'll see. I can only say that it might involve a certain mini set and a certain shawl that's called Slice of Light, and I'm just wearing by Suzanne Sommer, that I adore. And while I'm saying what I'm wearing, I'm also wearing Suzanne Sommer's Soussounette's design called Rusty Tuku. This one is made with my yarns, and this one is made with I never remember the name, the little gray ship, the Gray Ship Co. I think now they're named the Gray Ship Co. Emma and Niels, they're amazing people. English wool, their own actually breed of sheep of wool. Yeah, their own brand of sheep of wool. Like, okay, if there's their own, you know, breed of sheep, of course it's their own wool. Oh my god, this is just the beginning, and it starts really fun. I'm losing my words. Yay! So yeah, so that's what's been going on last weekend, and that's why I was kind of a bit really busy and haven't recorded. But also it was the end of the pre-orders, so now I'm running around dyeing all the yarns. But today I said, okay, let's pause a bit and relax also my body, because as you know, dyeing is a very, you know, like physical work. So I decided to, you know, just relax a bit and let's have a show and talk, you know, a bit. And I haven't also did a podcast in French, so I have even more stuff to say in the French podcast, and I'm like, I don't want to have even more things because it will be already too long. So I have talked to you about my snowy flower hat, so I'm not gonna talk about that today. And last time I also talked to you about my bralette. So we were at the point that the body part was not long enough, and it really came just under my boob. So I ripped out from the bottom up, and actually my mom helped me. I visited them, I don't remember when it was. I think maybe not last Thursday, but the Thursday before, like 10 days ago. And I was like, oh my God, I have to rip. But because it was the cast on edge, it was, you know, like tangles. It isn't like when you rip something that you've just knitted from the right side. It was like really, really not going well. And I had, you know, to rip all the ribbing part to arrive at the body part so I could start knitting it again. So at some point, I was so fed up. My mom tried, you know, to do it, and my God, she has a lot of patience. Like, she did like half of the ribbing, and then I was like, you know what, Mom? I'm just gonna take the scissors and cut it. She was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And I don't know, thank God that my mom isn't, you know, like too scary to cut into things, like probably me, or like I knew that I didn't care because I just needed to go to the body part. And I had like 70 grams of, you know, leftovers. It's not like I was also trying to save yarn. You're gonna tell me, yeah, but that yarn went to waste, but it didn't, because when I cut it, then the other side was ready to unravel rapidly. So now I have a tiny mini ball of my colorway birthday girl because of that. So yay, no wasted yarn, and I could start knitting again my body of my bralette. So actually, let's see. So the body of my bralette before was over here. So I almost did the double. And now it fits wonderfully. I wore it twice, and I think for a relaxed day, you know, when you don't have lots of things to do, it's like really comfortable. It feels like a top. Of course, you know, it won't really help the ladies to stay in place because there's nothing really to hold them into place. And there's gravity, you know, guys. But it's very comfortable. It's really, really great. The only thing that I might do, I definitely want to do another one, but because this hasn't been washed, and I think after being washed it's gonna be even larger. I did the size 2, so I think I'm gonna do the size 1 next time. And actually I have lots of leftovers, you know, from either socks, and because I don't do my socks very long, actually I do them longer than most people, but still I have leftovers. Like I'm thinking of doing bralettes with that, and it's really, really cute. And even, you know, when you have like a top that it shows a bit of the bralette, it's so cute, you guys. It's really, really cute. So that's a bit recap of where, you know, the whole bralette conversation is ending. So yeah, maybe I'll do a bralette with those guys. I don't know. But she also has a top that is like a tank top, and I was thinking of doing it, but again, there's the problem, you know, warmer in Greece, and, you know, wool and all that for the summertime. But as I'm a very coldish person easily, like maybe in the evening, you know, I could have actually a bralette for, you know, a night where there's a bit of breeze, or in an island or wherever, if we can travel. And I could have my bralette, you know, on the bottom, and on the top my knitted tank top. I don't know, I'm just speculating, and I'm dreaming about stuff, you know, to cast on. But yeah, that's that. So other whips. I'm almost finished. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my notes here. Okay. So the other thing that I was working a lot was my star-crossed sweater, which is made out of sheepish yarn. Well, you know what I mean. That I got in mostly in festivals in France, the main color, and that I wasn't sure that I would have enough. And I wouldn't have, like, if I had done the second sleeve as that one, it would have finished up until here. And then I was thinking, like, if I need to switch color, you know, like in the middle of the sleeve, it would have been awful. Or maybe, okay, maybe not here. Maybe I would have enough here. And then for me, it would have been like, I don't know what to do with the colors. So I just decided to take those two colors, my darker and lighter of the main color, and just switch them up. And that's the result. And I have to say, I really, really like it. I really, 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 really like it. And I love also this, it's a brown, but also feels very reddish because it has all the little colors inside. I'm not sure if you can see, there's blue, there's yellow, there's a bit, tiny bits of red, and I really, really like it. It makes, I think, the knit even more interesting and alive. And I have that left from the main color, and I hope it's going to be enough to make the neckline. And I was like so excited, yeah, I finished it. And then I was like, the neckline. So now this has been like that for 3 days. And you know, guys, like how much I hate picking up stitches. I'm not good at it. I'm always, you know, not sure. I'm always like, it's gonna pull too much, it's gonna be too loose. And I don't know. I was even like thinking of leaving it like that, and it's okay for the front, but behind, you know, it's rolled down and I don't like it. So I'm like, okay, Liz, you have to gather your courage and just pick those up. But yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know, maybe after the whole dyeing pre-orders and stuff that I have to do also this week, maybe I'll just sit and do it. Because usually when I dye, I'm just so on the go. You know, I used to, before the studio, having some time in between pods to have, you know, to have some time to either work on something, but now I don't. I'm just like dyeing. I'm always up and running around. And now I'm saying, you know, like you have this efficient programming about dyeing, and now you can just sit, you know, like 5 minutes in between and do it. Okay, I could, when after all the dyeing is done and I'm waiting for them to set, like then usually I'll wait for half an hour or 45 minutes. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do with that. I think it's gonna stay here at the studio, and I'm gonna pick up the sleeves, you know, like after a dyeing session or something like that, before rinsing the skeins to hang them dry. So yeah, so that's what's going on with this little star-crossed. I'm actually very impatient also to finish it, because now it's starting to be, the weather to be better, and I would really like to wear it and take pictures, you know, and have the opportunity to actually wear it. But it's okay. If I want, I want. And then there's the crochet that I was talking about. So this is a bag that I got from La Cavalenne, from Sarah. If you don't know Sarah, she's Italian, but she lives in Alsace in France. And she's really great. And this is actually hand stamped. And I really love her work and love Sarah. So if you didn't know her, La Cavalenne, just go there. And so I don't know if you remembered, but I took part of the Perth Festival collaboration. So this year, the Perth Festival of Scotland, not of Australia, decided to do each month a collaboration with a dyer to have an exclusive colorway for them, and dyed in 3 bases. So it's sock yarn, mohair, and then a DK. So the DK would change, but I think we all agreed that the same sock yarn, 75-25%, and I think most of us had the same also kind of silky mohair. But the DK, because we're all having a bit of different choices and taste in DK, that's where, you know, we'll have something different. So I decided to also get a yarn, you know, from that collaboration, and to create something with all the yarns. And I have too many fingering weight or too much sock yarn and then mohair to have a really big piece with only mohair. I didn't want that. I wanted something fast that I think I could do every month with that yarn when it will arrive to me. So with all the Brexit and all that, I just received my January colorway that was made from Rusty Ferret. And I'm really sorry, but I have already used it. I really wanted to show it to you, but I just got excited. I'm gonna try and find a picture of it, you know, as a skein. And it's really, really cute. The name was Effulgent Reckoning. That's what has been left. That's what I have left. And it's mostly gray and green with some speckles of orange and reds and some blues. So I decided, well, the dyers of the collective, of the collaboration, we were talking about, oh my God, I can't wait to get your yarns and I want to do this. And I said, I want to get a DK yarn from each one. And I think for me, because I wanted to restart crochet, and the first project I did in crochet, it was a very easy double crochet blanket. And I said, you know, guys, that's what I'm gonna do. So everybody got excited, and most of them, I think, they might also do blankets, and they were, you know, sharing of patterns, and, you know, the conversation just blew out. I really wanted something simple that I wouldn't, you know, just when the skein would come, that I would just sit a couple of days and do and add slowly. So the yarn came beginning of the week, so I'm very proud that that's the start of my blanket. And it's really cute and nice. And I actually remember how to do the double crochet stitch, and but because I wasn't sure what pattern I exactly used, like the first time, it was so many years ago. I just remember that it had 3 double crochet and then, you know, a gap and then 3 double crochet. But then I just put on YouTube, you know, simple double crochet blanket, and there was this girl, she's really cute. I'm gonna try and link the video that I used, and she was using 2 double crochet in each hole, which was kind of perfect. I tried to do how was it called, instead of chaining and then go up to each chain, it was to do a foundation row. I tried it, but it was too feebly, or, you know, because I was trying even to remind myself what I was doing, you know, in crochet. I found it a bit, not difficult, but a bit confusing on where to put my hook. So I just did a very long chain, and I didn't count how much chains I did. I think, like in the video she said, like a multiple of 9, but I just went, you know, like this. And I think that's a good you know, length for a blanket. So if for some reason I want to make it, okay, so with 1 DK skein I had this, so I'm like, you know, like 12 of them. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I haven't done the math of how large it'll go or long, but even if I needed to add more, and if this length isn't enough, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go like that way, because now it's going this way, like horizontally. I will go vertically and do other rows of other colors. And I think with crochet, because it's really funky and cool, and this one is gonna have all the crazy colors, I think it's gonna really look really nice. So that's my crochet experiment. I'm very, very happy. Like, really, like for me, this is already, you know, like a finished project. Like, I finished that skein, And I think it's gonna be really cute, you know, to every month when I'll have that skein, you know, I will take it out and show, you know, my little burrito growing up. So this is Rusty Ferret's Effulgent Reckoning colorway. So these colorways are special and exclusive to Perth Festival of Yarn for 6 months. So if you want that colorway, it will be available after 6 months. So she was January, so it's going to be in July. But go and look at Rusty Ferret's yarns. She's really cool, she's really nice. She also makes like cute videos on Instagram and really, really nice. I'm so happy. I'm crocheting again. Yeah, I'm hooking, guys. Hook around the block. Oh my God, that sounded so dirty. Okay, so that's it. I haven't had any finished project, though maybe my star-crossed sweater is kind of a bit of a finished project for me, you know. So that's it. I don't have any more news. Just don't forget to either go on my website and check out the new colorways that I did for Indian Tango. Skip now, hug later, and also go and follow the Gang of Try and be a ganger, okay? And don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon.